Did you know that everything you were taught about Napoleon in school is a lie? Today, we will debunk the 5 most popular myths about the Emperor of France. Get ready to be amazed. First, Napoleon wasn't actually short. That famous image of a tiny emperor comes from a mistake between the French and British measurement systems. In France, his height was about 1.68 meters average for a man of the early 19th century. But British propaganda turned him into a little tyrant to humiliate their enemy. In reality, he stood eye to eye with most of his officers. Second myth, Napoleon was panicked by a fear of cats. This is false. It was his nephew, Napoleon III, who feared cats. Napoleon Bonaparte himself was not afraid of cats, although he did not particularly like them. This myth arose due to confusion between uncle and nephew. Both were named Napoleon. Both ruled France, and so people mixed them up. Napoleon I's wife kept cats in the palace, and the emperor lived calmly with them. Third myth. Napoleon ordered to fire cannons at the Sphinx, which caused it to lose its nose. This is a complete fabrication. The Sphinx's nose was broken long before Napoleon was born. Historical sources indicate that the damage appeared as early as the 14th century. The French expedition to Egypt in 1798 was scientific, not barbaric. Napoleon brought with him 167 scientists who studied the pyramids and laid the foundations of Egyptology. Destroying monuments was the last thing they wanted to do. Fourth myth. Napoleon lost the war with Russia due to chance because of frost and snow. This is an oversimplification. Yes, the frost played a role, but the main causes of the defeat were quite different. First, the scorched earth tactic, the Russians retreated and destroyed supply reserves. Second, the stretched supply lines, Napoleon's army advanced too far from its bases. Third, the partisan warfare that exhausted the French troops. The frost struck only in November, when the army was already retreating and demoralized. It was not a coincidence, but a strategic mistake of Napoleon himself. Fifth myth. Napoleon was a bloodthirsty tyrant and dictator. This is a very controversial claim. Yes, Napoleon waged many wars, but at the same time, he carried out revolutionary reforms that improved Europe. The Napoleonic Code, a body of laws that became the basis of legal systems in more than 40 countries worldwide. He introduced equality before the law, abolished feudal privileges, reformed education, and created a banking system. Many of his contemporaries regarded him as a liberator rather than a tyrant. History is not as simple as it seems. There you have it. 5 myths about Napoleon debunked. How many of them did you know? Write in the comments.